Good evening. Today is Wednesday, March 18th, and this is our daily community-wide update for St. Andrews. Two important points for me to make tonight. First, it was nice to see many of you this morning at our book distribution on the South Campus. The conversations I had there reinforced for me how this situation is affecting many of us in very different ways. So please know we are here for you anytime that you need us. Second, beginning tonight, I'm going to step aside. It's time for the division heads to become the public face of this effort, as we begin by rolling out the why of the St. Andrews Continuity of Learning Plan. With that, I'm going to turn it over to our division heads and let them take over for the rest of the week.
Hello, I'm Clay Elliott, head of the middle school here at St. Andrews. And I wanted to reassure you that as we transition to online learning next week, even though our campus is closed, our school will be in session. We are working really hard to make sure that we have a strong continuation of our curriculum. And we understand here at St. Andrews that a virtual learning community doesn't look the same as a typical classroom community. It should be different. There are different challenges, and technology provides different opportunities than a typical classroom environment. And it's up to us to fulfill that message to your children. It would be a mistake for us to provide your children with an education that just asked them to stare at a screen and didn't take advantage of all that technology has to offer. We want something that engages your children, that gives them ownership in what they're doing. And to do that, we're going to offer unique schedules appropriate to their development level that give them a variety of activities and ask them to lead the way in their own education. Technology is incredibly powerful. But it also has its limits. It doesn't operate the way a typical classroom does. And so we're going to lean into the strengths that it does have, the ability to differentiate, the ability to challenge and extend. And so we're going to continue to offer the same challenge that St. Andrews has always done, but now we're going to do it in more flexible and innovative ways through our online teaching. Our teachers have worked tirelessly this week to prepare new approaches and new ways and new methods of teaching your children. We know you'll be inspired by what they do and what we ask them to do and what we can accomplish together.
Good evening, St. Andrews. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Dawn Wilson and I am the head of the lower school. As we have worked hard this week, all of our teachers working tirelessly for the sake of our students to come up with developmentally appropriate ways to educate your students in distance learning, I wanted to make something very clear to you. We are not asking you to homeschool your students. This is not 7 hours a day of homeschool for you to do. Our teachers will still be at the helm, educating your child and doing everything that they need to do on developmentally appropriate ways. Moving to distance learning has allowed us to really explore the different learning styles for our students. The students will have a lot more time to complete tasks. They will have a lot more direction from their teachers one-on-one, and they can seek guidance and reassurance and clarity from their teachers as they go forward in their learning opportunities. Finally, moving into a distance learning environment has allowed us to really think about the enrichment opportunities for our children. All of our students at St. Andrews will be blessed during this time to have advanced exploration opportunities, advanced learning opportunities, and explore and delve into other areas of interest as they go through their content in the coming weeks.
Good evening, St. Andrews. I'm Julia Chadwick, head of the upper school. One of the areas that we are going to really be cognizant of and making sure that we help with is stress. We know our students may be stressed in this new situation, as well as some of you. Our counselors will be available through email, and even if you leave a voicemail on their office phone, they will get back with you to make sure that we are dealing with the health and wellness of our students. Our learning facilitators will also be in total contact with our students and our teachers and parents if needed to provide extra tutorial help or whatever needs to be done. The one thing I really want to emphasize is we're not doing anything, we're not changing St. Andrews. We're just doing things a little differently. The things that you love about us, the community, this sense of community that we've always had here, none of that's going away. Our athletic department has also provided activities, health and wellness things for our kids to do. We know that we may be in self-isolation, but they still need to go outside. They still need to do some physical activity. We will also provide opportunities for our students to go deeper, where they can be creative or maybe even especially like for upper school students, decide to learn yoga or play a guitar, something so that just helps them during this period of time. But I do want to emphasize our chaplains will be available. The whole child will still be educated at St. Andrews, and we will still be part of a greater community, and we will be part of the St. Andrews community, and we're all here in this together.
So that's the why of our plan to move forward. Beginning tomorrow night, the division heads will roll out the what and the how. But until then, good night and be safe.